Alright, I should maybe unmute myself. Good thing I noticed that. Anyway, I basically said nothing. I don't really have a plan for what I want to do. I just kind of wanted to stream, so I guess I'm playing this now. That being said, I did actually look back at my VODs and somewhat try to figure out what the progression was like, and I do understand it a lot better now. I would not have picked up on that while playing. There's just nah. So everything just kind of happened on its own. Like whenever you got to, I believe, past Peach, and then to the end of that section where you fell down, then that was kind of progress. That was always constant progress until the thing where she said like she just has to try. At that point, everything just kind of changed, or at least that progression has just completely stopped. There's also the thing with the like intermission phase, which also completely stopped. But I do believe you do actually get them whenever you uh, do whatever the hint says. The problem is just that the hint was kind of nothing. So, yeah. I did get the impression that I wasn't really supposed to be as stuck as I was, or still am. So I'm not sure, maybe I am supposed to be as stuck as I am, or maybe I'm just, I don't know. I have to assume nothing's broken. If something broke, then rip me, I guess. I have no way of knowing about that. But I have to assume that everything is still fine, and nothing broke, and I am just stupid. So yeah. There's exactly one thing that I noticed, and it is there's no way it's going to lead anywhere. And if it does, I'm going to be mad. But the only thing I noticed at the end of the third intermission was a red bird dying. And there's exactly one red bird that has always kind of bothered me. Actually, maybe there's more than one and I'm just stupid, but there's one that I remember. That one has always kind of bothered me, but like there's stuff always flies around here, so I kind of didn't pay attention to it. But that's like the only lead I kind of was able to think of while rewatching the VODs. And I am going to be mad if that leads to anything. And question the game's design decisions, but yeah. Anyway. And if that doesn't yield anything, which I fully expect to not, I fully expect it not to yield anything, then I guess I'll just, I don't know, run around, run around for 3 hours until I get bored, and then do something else, or maybe I'll disassemble the doors and figure out what they want. Because I do feel like I'm supposed to do something there. Can't believe how incredibly stable this thing is. Okay, it's back. Uh, so I do believe that the progression before that was drink the milk. That happened, and then you get here and then you get the next intermission. And the milk did show up after that. It wasn't there before. So that's one thing I noticed, but like, that whole progression completely stopped after giving me a basically nothing hint. So I really do feel like, having rewatched how the game progressed before it stopped doing that, I really do feel like I'm not supposed to be stuck. But I also just have no idea what the game wants from me. Um, is it back? Twitch? Are you okay? Uh, Apparently yes. Okay. Also have no idea what those are still. It is. It just disappears though. Huh? And now it doesn't even appear. Cool. It, yeah. This is nothing. I can't scroll either. If this was anything, then I would have. Hmm. Alright, well, that's about what I expected. I would have been extremely questionable game design if that was anything. Or if that was supposed to be the hint for it. Oh, come on. Stupid jump. This, why is this jump? Thank you. I don't know what to do with these crowns. I don't know if there's anything to do with them. I don't know, maybe I missed something else. Hi, Peach. Hi, other Peach. Like this, which I found last time. This just seems useless as well. I don't know what to make of anything. If I now go back here, this makes no sense. This is the most nonsense secret I've found so far. And I'm saying that even though I walked through walls. That's impressive. I don't even, what even is the trigger for that? Probably can't figure that out easily. It's probably landing on the ground. Can't move though. This is just the... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. There's another bird. It just flies down here somewhere. I tried interacting with this thing before as well. It's probably just some random event. That also means that all the other thing is that since I can't really get there anymore, like I can't get to any of the sections with Peach, past Peach, that gave me the progression previously. That kind of just means that I can't explore any of them anymore, which I guess just means that there shouldn't be anything there. But it kind of bothers me to not be able to go back there. haven't scrolled here again. Can I scroll in the other one? I can't scroll here. Not sure what I would see, but you know, I can't scroll anywhere outside of that room for some reason. I don't know why you can't scroll in that room. In that room. I'm still bothered by this. There's just nothing there. Oh. This room is also weird. Is there any cracked block that I can reach? Oh, not that I can see. There has to be a point of to me doing this. Like pulling the weeds out. Because I can't do it here anymore. Oh yeah, there are also birds here. There's also the cat that randomly appears. It's consistently over here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There's just nothing here. You go anywhere? Probably not. There's no way you're making that jump. Yeah, this thing's not going anywhere. That map up there. It's clearly this map, right? But then, like, the order is switched up to stop others from interfering. First of all, what order? What is this map even for? What is this map even for? I honestly just have no idea. Can I scroll here? I can. Does it get me anything? No. I feel like the map has to be for this, right? But it just is. There are too many doors here, and the map is too pixelated to be useful for anything. And then, like, the order is switched up. What does that even mean? Switched up does not necessarily mean reversed. But I guess I should interpret it that way. There has to be something here, right? That I can do right now. It's really the only thing I can think of. To make progress here somehow. There's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 5 doors on that map, or 5 dark spots, and then the X at the end. But like, there's no way I can. I am expect. I can be reasonably expected to map that map to this room. But like, if it's not this room, what else is there? Cat. Is this thing? Can't really interact with it. Interestingly enough, I can't scroll here again, which I don't know why. I don't know why that's so wildly inconsistent. Oh, that's a sprite. That's interesting. Oh, cat. So this definitely does something. This thing definitely does something. I don't know what it is, but something. other place where that map would be useful. Yeah, I don't know. I really feel like I should be looking at this room. Like, I have tried everything that seemed reasonable. And this is far too many doors to just brute force. Interesting priority. Really the only thing that seems reasonable to me to map this map to this room is to say the two tall doors at the bottom left that are two apart, 2 pixels on the map apart. I know I'm not showing the map right now, but I'm looking at it. The only reasonable thing I feel like is to say that those are these two doors. But then none of the other doors really align with that. I mean, I guess I can just switch. There you go. Like these two doors, which, I mean, I have to assume these are doors, are these two. That feels reasonable. That feels like the most reasonable thing to say about this. But then none of these align with any of these. So like, I feel like that shouldn't be it. Because the X here, who even knows what that is? Like, is the X a door? Are we supposed to assume that this pixel here is a door, a small one? But like it's one to the left, one to the right of this one, which would be a 2 high door. And then there's one here. which would be question mark, question mark, question mark. And then everything completely falls apart as soon as you go even further. I feel like this door might reasonably be this door, and this one could be this one. But this one is just complete nonsense. This one doesn't exist unless it's this tile high door, which makes no sense. And then this path also makes no sense, because you can't actually go that way. You can't go from these two doors anywhere. You're doing something stupid like flipping the map. But like there are also no two tile high doors over here. I don't know, all of this seems like a stretch. But I really don't know what else this could be. Maybe look at it this way. Or this way. Then you flip it this way. This is all just nonsense. I don't know. Like I'm kind of hesitant on disassembling this because I do feel like you're not supposed to. At least not here. I don't feel like you're supposed to do it here. There are definitely puzzles involving looking at the ROM, considering there's a zip file in there. But I don't know if looking at the code is supposed to be the gameplay. But really though, I just can't imagine it's anything other than this. Am I forgetting something? Could that map be anything else? Could that map be the mine area? Or whatever that's supposed to be? Like the cave section? that you're in before this one. I don't think so, but like, I don't know. What the fuck happened? Huh? Oh, I have layer 3 disabled. And I guess I can try the order here once more. But I've already done that. This one, I don't know, could maybe be this one. And then I could go slightly up, which could be this door, but this door is way further. Actually, this is only 2 pixels apart. And 3 up. 1, 2, 3 up. This actually matches. This doesn't though. This door does not line up with these two, pixel-wise, which bothers me. But it could be this one. Then it would be this one, and then I have no idea. Because like now it could be this one, and then this one. But these two are on the same height and they aren't here and nothing makes sense. And going even further back, that's like down there. None of this makes any sense. Also, I lost track of where it was. A small door here. Select this one. Hello cat. No, you are moving. Yes, just makes no sense. Like, what else would it be? Still can't move on the overworld. It's not this one. Kinda don't want to go there. Nice. I assume nothing changes if I go back. Nah. 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 Nothing here for you. that. You can make that right. Apparently you can't. I am very close to just disassembling. It's really just... I feel like the door puzzle would be the most likely. streets here, and then, I don't know, give up probably. Would you please make that jump? Wait, actually, maybe I shouldn't do this. Need to go here. Oh my god. I don't think this map can... Nah. I don't think this map can be used here. Yeah, I think I'm just about ready to give up and disassemble to get the solutions. Uh, no, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't really feel like I'm supposed to be stuck like this anymore, which does make it not feel great to disassemble, but also I just kind of don't care anymore. Just, I don't know what this heck wants from me. Uh, that said, I can't do this in this emulator, so... Ah, where do Mason be? There you are. And then I need to figure out where Mason puts its save files. Probably... There's an update. Sure, whatever. Do your thing. Uh, where would stuff be? Apparently here. Alright, and where is the is the other one. Emulators saves. Let me. There you go. And then I need to X. And then I just need to there you go. Failed to apply patch. Why the hell did you try to apply a patch to this? So first of all, switch to this view, I guess. Okay, it does seem like my save file is here now. Those are also sprites. Actually, hmm. Oh my god, please. Just there you go. Oh my god. It hasn't been this bad in a while. What is up with that? I'm not here for these. Alright, so first thing to check. 010B, 003A, 0149, 0083. Okay, so that thing is patched. How am I going to do this? First of all, uh, oh god, that's great. I love this emulator. Uh, can I make this not awful? I'm just gonna have to do this in silence. That sucks. I'm guessing. Well, that's mildly annoying. I guess I'll just do it in silence. Love that. Such a good emulator. Uh, whatever, I don't have a script for. Do I? No. I don't have a script for displaying anything useful on Mason. How am I possibly going to do this though? There's no way this is going to work. There's just no way this is going to work. Uh, Now it's 71, I believe. Yes, 71. I'm looking at my other monitor because there's not enough space on one of them. Uh, breakpoint. Right. WRAM 71. Hey, so here's a door. Here's code for a door. Isn't that something? Load 15. This is probably just a teleport routine. So where was that called? Huh? Excuse me? That's SRAM. Stores something to SRAM. Is it looping through sprites? The fuck is this doing? What what the hell is this doing? Mm. Oh. Just checking something. Oh, this is going to be a pain without the RAM map. 0083. How did it jump there? This BEQ. X with C. This is doing something with these doors. Where does this start? Should have done this differently. Yeah, actually, let me do this differently. Is this the same 71? It is not. 96E59A. 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 Okay, so these are all the same. Well, these two are the same. That does not mean all of them are the same, but there you go. There you go. Now we have a trace log. Jump E5 is weird. I guess while it's not running, I can put on background stuff. Huh. It stores these two values there, which is a little bit odd. What are these? 70037E. 9B25. 37. 479B. 9B25. Why is it? would be mildly useful to have a script that could tell me the map 60 numbers now. But hey. Where is this? Where did this routine start? What? Why is this? Why is 7A8000 called from A1CC63? Might be Uber ASM. Might be Uber ASM. 201. Yeah. A1D13B is probably Uber ASM. So this actually runs in Uber ASM? Wait, what? 16 up. Wait, yeah, actually. Uh, 16 is 8, which is up, down, left, right. So up first frame. And this eventually leads me to, oh god. This is doing something weird. This is definitely doing something weird. I don't know what 13EF is, unfortunately. Can I pull up the RAM map on archives? Actually, someone did that on linked that on Discord, didn't they? I think. Does this work? No. Is this the entire RAM map though? Yes. Good. Close enough to something useful. What do I want to look up? 13 EF. Player's on the ground flag. Okay, whatever. So player has to be on the ground. D3 compare E5 A1 indexed by X. What in the what are you talking about? D3 is the player position. Why? Yes, within the level. Within the level? Oh, yeah, no. I thought within the screen, but no, within the level makes sense. Why does it do a compare? On the 16-bit? What the fuck? And D1 is probably the X position. Yes. But it's not normalized, so like, what are you talking about? Okay, so this checks if I am on the ground and the Y position. I guess the Y position can be fixed because... Does this have a list of all doors in Uber ASM? Why? Okay, so this just checks if I'm in the door. Subtract... No, yeah, subtract that, add 7, and then compare E if I'm at the door position horizontally. And if I am 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it jumps probably to E485. E485, okay, so 78 is what? 78, 30 doors divided by 4. Why is it dividing by 4? Because EA1, E59F, and then E59A1. Okay, that makes sense. So it loops through all positions that have doors, and once it finds one, it jumps to E4AD, which loads the door, and then increments 70 8E 3E8, which for some reason is FF. And stores that to 3E. Ah, so it takes the index that you have there. Increments this by 8, so this is probably the counter for which doors are correct. And this and 7 worries me, because to me that implies that there are 8 doors I have to go through. And I definitely do not have a hint for 8 doors, which might mean that I am not looking at the correct puzzle. But whatever. And then A to X, Y to A, and then stores the index. No, A? Right, yeah, then it stores A to 3E0. 3E0. And that's 8 bytes long. Great. Should also put that in like a notepad, because I don't trust that. 70030. And then it does clears a bunch of miscellaneous scratch RAM. E695 into 00. 03E8 is the counter. So 3E8 index. It's the current index. And so then it current door index. Probably 1 byte. Increments that. So now we are at 1. And put that in X, Y, compare Y8. Door enter order +0 and +1. Alright. Compare FF if it is FF, which it was. Which makes sense. Checks X. What is this doing now? E5 to A. E5 to A. Sorry, what was that? E5A1. E5A1 and E5A. E59F was the table for the doors. Current door index. If that is FF, which is was for some reason. I mean, it looks at the next entry for that. If it's FF, then it jumps to E4CA, which goes through E52A some table. Wait, 00? the hell are you doing? Current door index. What is this part doing? Looks at E5 to A. Subtracts whatever this resulted in. Moves it into X and then loads. Compares Y to 0, 0. Checks if Y is 0, 0. Or the value that was subtracted, if that is 0, 0. It wasn't, so it takes the door order, compares it with 1. So that's a pointer to wherever the hell. Compares the current door order plus. This is intentionally obscure. There's no way you wouldn't. You would actually write your code this way. What is the point of any of this? Pulse A, which was pushed X here, which pushed X here. Right, so X plus 6. And then at E4CC, which is compare XC. So 6. I should know, what is this even doing? I don't understand what the point of this is. Maybe I'm... compares it with a value in ROM. There's no way you would know. Why would you do this? Okay, then plus 6, 6, 12. So it does that twice? Because now it's 6. And the next time it's going to be 12. And then it's going to jump out and... Yeah. Okay, I see. I see, I understand, and I question everything. Where was I? It takes the... starts here. So this table, E96, E52A. 96, E52A. Starts with... consists of 4 bytes. The first one, for some reason, subtracts some value. I mean, since it starts with 0, 0, this is always going to do the same. And subtract 0, 3, since this reads from ROM. There's nothing This is never going to change. And the other three are a pointer to a byte also in ROM, which holds something. What does this compare y? $0, this compares if the subtracted value was 0, right? Yeah, it wasn't, it was 3. Yeah, EF zeros, it was 3. So this is never going to branch unless this is 0. No door plus 0 indexed by x, which is going to give 8 minus... Wait, no, why is it 8? Why is it... Why does it say plus 6 here? Current door index is 0. Minus 6. Oh, plus 1. That's why it says 6. It does minus 3, so 8 minus 3 plus 1 is 6. And that's why the door enter order plus 6 is here. And then it compares that byte with something, and if that is not the same, oh, it compares that one. Wait, what is y? Y is... If those are not the same, then it goes to E505 and 12 FF. So it's not the same. But where's this going? And then it does it again in a loop. So this... So I think what's happening... I don't understand it fully, but I'm pretty sure what's happening is that this tracks the door order and this tries to verify it. So now the question is, where's the branch that needs to be true? And I can probably look at it in here. Why? Which of these branches needs to be true? I suspect it's going to be this one at 96E4FB. 96E4FB. Because this is never executed. 96E4F1. No. E4F1. What am I looking at? Oh, hi, Fire. I'm very confused about what this game is doing. This is not the branch that I want to take. Where's the branch that I want to take? This goes to... wait, no. So if this door enter order is the byte that is indicated by $01, um, oh, then it actually goes up there and checks the next order. Ah. Yeah, I'm in this room. I don't know whether or not I'm supposed to be able to figure this out. I feel like I'm not supposed to be stuck here. I think what I'm doing is very much just because I have given up on solving this the normal way. And it might be that I just do not have the information, or I'm not supposed to have the information to do this right now. But I don't know where else I would progress, so I'm looking at this for now. I think I understand what this is trying to do now, but I actually don't see where it would branch anywhere useful. Uh, do I want to know? I mean, I've pretty much given up, so I guess it doesn't hurt to know. Yeah, sure. You can tell me. Like, I'm pretty convinced I'm supposed to know, but I just don't. But maybe I just am not supposed to. If I don't already know what to do, that is interesting because I have literally not a single idea where else I would do anything. But I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's just, I feel like it would have been obvious for a puzzle like this, or if I knew the order. The problem is just really that I have no other place to go off of. So I'm very much completely lost on what to do in this game right now. I don't see where this code is going either. This only ever branches up here, so I guess this is the... This is the... Mm. This hack is quite obtuse. I have noticed. Okay, I do see where I want to go. And I do want to take this branch, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, then it goes into this. Which would be code. And then it jumps to 4. Obviously. This might actually mean... wait. This might actually mean that this code actually does make sense and is maybe not written in an intentionally obscure way. Because I think what this is saying is that there are I think what this is saying is that there are multiple orders in this. Specifically, like, wait, actually how many are there? So 00 is an index into where the door order should look, how long the door order is. Directly after follows a table that contains the order, and directly after that is a pointer to where it should jump to, which is 2 bytes, which does fit into 6 bytes. So that actually does mean that there are 2 solutions. And there being 2 solutions to this does mean that I don't know which one I should know. So I guess... I mean, at this point I can just look at both of them and see where they get me. But the fact that there are 2 here worries me slightly. But just to confirm, door enter order is order. Just to confirm that this thing does work the way I think it does. It does not seem to. Why? Why is it not doing what I expect it to do? No. Might be missing something about the code. Huh. I guess it's also interesting that it stores it in SRAM. Why is this part in SRAM? Oh. is it not doing what I expect it to do? Because this is definitely... Yeah, 3, 8 in SRAM. And then it uses that as an index and increases this. What the hell? Why is this not... I mean, I guess something is resetting this. For some reason. I don't know why that... Okay, goodbye Tracelock. I didn't need you anyway. Huh. Okay, well there's something going on there. I'm pretty sure what I saw there. I'm pretty sure this table gives me... I guess I can just look at it. Where's my memory viewer? There. 96C52E. 2A. So this is 3 bytes long. The table starts at this address and these two, these three. No, these two tables, these 2 bytes is where it would jump to. So that would be 96E53F, I believe. Which does teleport me to a new room. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm reading this correctly. And 065. Wait, what? E595. E559. Cannot talk. And that does bring me to a new room. Okay. So I do understand the code, and it is not intentionally obscure. I just didn't understand what it was doing. But if I'm not supposed to be here, then where am I supposed to be? Is it just another random event that I haven't encountered yet? It could be. But like, I've been playing this for like 20 hours at this point. I'm kind of running out of things to explore. And random events to find. What does my inventory look like? Just about the same as 10 hours ago. I also have a few diary pages, but clearly not all of them. I have also deciphered the message at the fire and in the building. That's the only 3 messages I have found in that language. Or in that font. So I do know what all of these say. I just have no idea what to make of any of the information that I have. And I really feel like the most logical next step would be this room. Like, I don't know what to do there. And I'm not happy that there are 2 solutions to that room. Because even if I look it up now, I don't know whether or not which one I would be supposed to know. There's nothing over here, as far as I can tell. It just resets. And I feel like I've been in this state for probably 10 plus hours. Honestly, at this point, sure. I don't know what I could... I don't know. I really don't know. I have some very mixed feelings about this hack. I really like it, but it is so incredibly unclear what you're even supposed to do. I need to find a crack in the floor. In the normal forest. I assume this is the normal forest. Because I'm pretty sure this is the starting forest. A crack in the floor? Is it a random event? Let's get that out of the way. Or is it always there? How would I not have encountered that at any point? It's rather common. A crack in the floor though? That's all. Guess I can switch to this again. What would I even do with a crack in the floor? Why would I be looking for a crack in the floor? Ah! Yes, 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 yes. I have to assume so. Alright, Ice Forest. Another one. I've probably collected like 150 of these at this point. Oh cool, the door's back. I wish I had a key. I've also found the thing on the right here. Also don't know what to do with that. That's not here. I guess I have started fast forwarding through this forest quite a lot and not paying as much attention anymore. But like, I don't know. I don't even know what I would do if I find it. I guess stand on it. I guess would be that this hack assumes the player knows everything about. Uh, so I don't know if I know everything about it. I probably. Okay, I don't know if I knew everything about it, but it has been 9 years since I touched the original, so I'm pretty sure I played quite a while and spent quite a bit on it 9 years ago. But, well, I sure don't remember much of that. I didn't see anything again. I guess beating this is pointless then, if it's supposed to be in the forest. I can't believe I'm still missing something in this forest, man. What is this? How have I still not encountered everything? I have also talked to these three, by the way. I don't know. Cat. I don't know if that's ever going to be relevant. Or if that's like post-game content. I'm pretty sure I've exhausted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've also exhausted this guy's dialogue. I might not remember every message, but I'm pretty sure I've seen every message. I am not convinced it's a common occurrence, but I guess I don't know what I'm looking for. This is like one of the few things I remembered from the original, standing in that silhouette. I don't know how I feel about um, the random elements in this. Like from a progression point of view, this feels very strange. 'Cause it kind of always felt like just randomly running into things until the game decides to progress. And it worked for like the first 3 or 4 hours, and then it just stopped. Because then there was no real progress anymore. Well, progress wasn't very likely to occur anymore. Yeah, it feels like the I wouldn't mind RNG elements as much if I actually knew or if the game gave me any clue for what I was looking for. But like I didn't know to look for a crack in the floor. Why would I be looking for a crack in the floor? And for something like that to be required for progression, I don't know. God, that jump is hard. Also, I still haven't seen it. In before I just ran past it. I don't know why I went here. This is not the fast way to reset. Ah, there's probably something there still as well that I haven't encountered. not even going to bother with you. Another crown. Another fridge. Another forest with nothing in it. Go back. Huh? What do you mean? I can go back. What do you mean? what, what, what do you mean? I don't see that. Fuck off. I am going to sincerely disagree with that. Yeah, there's like no chance I would have found that. That's like a bit unfortunate, feel like. I really want to like this hack, but with stuff like this, it's kind of making it hard for me to. There's no way I would have found that. I mean, maybe in like. Nah. Okay, well, at least not. I mean, I don't know. In hindsight, it's obvious, but everything is. Okay, oh look, I found more hack. Yeah, I mean the screen being darkened didn't help there. Is this the thing that the intermission was hinting at? Or is that what the intermission was meant to hint at? Because from what I understand, I looked at it earlier, or well, before the stream, and before it kind of stopped, the progression went like the intermission, then you get a message, first about the milk, and then after you found that part, you got another intermission about some obscure hint that would have honestly not been useful on its own. And then there was like an intermission that just said, ah. And I don't know. I figured you would have to find something that makes sense for that. But a random. Oh, hi there. But a random crack in the Floor? I don't know. Anyway, more hack. Hooray. There's nothing here for you. That's good to know. Alright, guess I'm leaving. I have been told that a lot. Sorry, you're not allowed in there. She needs a place for herself, and there are hardly any left. Don't be sad. Why don't you go through that wall on the left and see what I got for you? Oh, I guess I couldn't have followed her. Wait, no. Undo. Abort. I guess I was supposed to actually do that. It won't open. Okay. That is not the left. I would love to have keys. Huh? How much is there? Oh, those are hints. Wait, these are hints. I should pay attention. Oh, never mind. It just repeats. Hidden prison? No idea where that is. I don't think that's a hint. I don't think that's a hint either. I don't know what that could possibly mean. But I guess I'm playing Reverie again. Okay, this is also random. Great. So I never know if I have seen all of them. Secret note. Hmm. Mhm. In the lighter. I have seen mention of a lighter once before. It was not particularly useful. Have I seen everything by now? Nope. Okay, I don't know how many more there are, but I think I'm good for now. Oh, that was something. Look at that pristine vote shop voucher. If you take it, I'm sure it'll prove very prove to be very useful. And it's not like anyone would mind if you took it, right? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Again. Apparently. Alright, well, apparently that was progress. Is that a bird? Yes. I guess now I'm just running around until something else happens. Do you have something new to say? Nope. Oh. I guess I might as well just go everywhere again. Because who knows what changed? I at least don't. Maybe this opened. Does not appear to be open. I don't expect anything to be different here, but this could just be another random event now. It's the same. There's nothing here for you. I don't know why I'm still collecting these. Oh! Oh my god, 1 out of 9 items. This is going to take, like, probably until I give up, because there's no way I'm beating this at this rate. Actually, what did this say? You don't remember where it came from. Maybe it is not even there. Just pulled from some dream. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured I wasn't, like, I said it a bit earlier, but I looked at my VODs, and the progression was very, like, it was RNG, but it was very smooth. Like, things kept happening, and that just kind of stopped. And I guess the reason it stopped was because I didn't find this random unhinted for crack in the floor. But like watching that back, I really did get the impression like I wasn't supposed to be stuck. But that's like really my main issue with this game. Why didn't I take Peach up there? Uh, should have taken that. That's pretty much my main issue with the game. That it just doesn't make it clear what progression even is. Like I never know what I'm even looking for. I don't know if there's ever going to be anything else in here. You're surprised I found that room? So, I actually was a little bit mad when I found that room. Because what happened was that I ended stream, and I wanted to go to the door puzzle off stream to just try out a little bit, see if I can figure something out. And while doing that, I just accidentally fell into that room. And then I immediately quit playing again. It's just random things like that happen out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean, that was basically what happened to me as well. I was just a bit annoyed because it happened on the one time where I wasn't streaming and I was planning to do something different than find that. or finding new stuff. And there doesn't seem to be anything here. Go figure. To be fair, I still don't know what to even do with those 2 pages that I found there. But, I mean, I guess I have them, so that's nice. Eh. Wait. Oh, right, you don't talk to me. You don't talk to me when I come from that room. Never mind. That was pointless. I don't know why they would say anything different, but you know, can never know with this game. Maybe we'll have one never message is going to come into play at some point now. Turn up. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I missed the crack again. I should get past them this time. I feel like I've seen pretty much every message here as well in the forest. Oh! Hello, you. Hey there. Is it possible we've met before? You have a familiar face. We have met before. You told me that there's nothing here for me. Several times. Well, no matter. We've more pressing things to discuss. See, I have some stuff I need to dispose of. I'll trade you some of it if you bring me turnips. Oh my god, I can finally spend my 99 turnips. Huh? What do I need turnips for? Why aren't you an inquisitive one? Anyway, you can find turnips all over the place. You can pick them with X. I somehow figured that out already. Bring them back here if you have a decent amount. I have all sorts of interesting things. If you want to purchase something, just press X on it. What? You wanna know what it's good for before you buy it? Good one. You think I'd be selling you this stuff if I knew what it was for? You'll just have to figure that out yourself. Oh, by the way, you do know you can look at your stuff. Wait. You do know you can look at your stuff after you collect something with select, yes? I have also figured that out. Good, now get me some turnips. So I guess this is the part of the game where the controls are explained to me. Great. I am only like 20... How far in am I? It's like 20 hours probably. I have beaten the tutorial. And also I have 99 turnips, so I guess I'll be fine. Give me that. Milk carton. A favorite drink of some. Nobody knows where the milk comes from. There certainly are no cows here. Oh my god, 2 items. Can't believe it. King's pocket watch. A vain attempt at preserving their youth. It stopped working ages ago, but may be of use to you yet. I think I might know where that goes. It's empty, but I can still smell traces of it. I wish I could have some more. I wish I could have some more. Did I buy it empty? And if so, who is talking here? Or did I just drink it? And if so, why? If only it worked. Our time is running out. Alright. I feel like I know where that pocket watch goes. Anything changed over here? Probably not. Nope. Still nothing. Or, yeah. Is there something new here? No. Why would there be? There's definitely a puzzle here as well. Oh, anything here? Hmm. I don't know what I expected. I guess exactly that. Nothing new. Oh? Ah, never mind, this is just the forest. But this is open again. I don't know if there's anything here ever either. I think this might have been in the original. I guess I have a reason to collect turnips again, since I'm not at 99 anymore. I don't know if I'm going to need them for anything else, but I guess it shouldn't hurt having them. Ah, can't believe I made that jump for once. Still the same. I don't know if that's ever going to change. Three gates inside this world that eyes can't see. I still don't know what that means. if that's even remotely relevant yet. I do have whatever that is, but I'm missing a password. And I also don't know what... When I tell you never, that is... I don't think that's come up yet. I don't know what to make of these three. Hey, there you go. I can finally open this. Oh my god, actual gameplay. Notes on crossing the desert. The desert is certainly one of the most hazardous places you can visit in our beautiful kingdom. Crossing it may require you to perform multiple long-distance jumps. These may appear impossible if you are not in great shape. However, there is still hope. If you are unable to gain speed by running for any reason, you may find these tips to be useful. Interesting. To gain speed on a slope, simply walk along it, and as soon as you jump, let go of left or right and hold the down button instead. Excuse me? To gain speed on a slope, simply walk along it, and as soon as you jump, let go of left or right and hold the down button instead. What are you talking about? Note that speed gained this way will wear off while you're touching the ground. Oh, you don't know what the down button nonsense is about either? Okay. Because I've been pressing down on slopes, like, constantly. It just doesn't do anything, because down doesn't do anything. I was, like, very confused if pressing down after jumping off would do anything. But anyway, note that speed gained this way will wear off while you're touching the ground. Is it just talking about standard SMW's low speed up? Or to preserve it for longer, you may need to keep jumping as often as possible. This is just talking about standard SMW speed preservation. In slippery areas, merely sliding on the ground may be sufficient to preserve speed for a bit. Speed can be gained this way on any slope that is sufficiently slanted, not just in the desert. Practicing in a safe environment before venturing into the desert may prove to be beneficial. I don't even know what the desert is. And believe me, if I had seen a jump where that would be useful, I would have probably done it. Historic famines. The kingdom has forced a handful of horrific famines in the past, claiming the lives of many of its inhabitants. However, one of them stands out, the Great Famine of 1892, which wiped out nearly the entire population. It was said at the time that 2 or even 3 kingdoms would be required to feed everyone. The king and queen chose to preserve their own health over that of the commoners. In the end, only a handful of the common folk survived the year. It is unclear what they relied on for sustenance. The cornfields were empty. The possession of cattle had been long forbidden. Why? Okay. Günther Anders, die die Antiqui... Oh, what the fuck is that word? Antiqui... Antiquiertheit. Antiquiertheit des Menschen 1. Why is that German? Wenn es in unseren Motto-Fabel geheißen hatte, aus den Worten des Königs, nun brauchst du nicht mehr zu Fuß zu gehen, sei schließlich ein, nun kannst du es nicht mehr, geworden, so wird nun aus dem nun braucht ihr nicht mehr selbst zu reden, ein, nun könnt ihr es nicht mehr. Why is that German? What does that say? The... I actually don't know what Antiquiertheit even means. I don't even recognize that as a German word. What does that word mean? I have never seen that word. Antiquity. I also do not know what that word means. But I feel like I have heard it at least before. Apparently outdatedness. Of the human. Or human beings. What's Fabel? Actually, how do you translate Motto Fabel? I'm not good at translating. Mainly because I'm not sure what some of these words actually mean. I know what they are, but I don't know what they are in a different language. But basically, if it's said in the words of the king, when it's said, now you no longer have to walk by foot, it now says you cannot walk by foot, or you can no longer. And with that, what previously said you no longer need to talk yourself, now said you can't anymore. That is probably a horrible translation, and that sounds like literature that's probably officially translated as well. Anyway, again and again, I stumble back into an ever deeper sleep. Realization crawls from the bulbs of the door of tongues, long forgotten still. Rhythmic cold drops onto my temple. Ein Graben. Why is that German suddenly? That's one grave in. Eagerly stepping through the gate of dreams reserved. In full knowledge that I have done so many times. Awoken by 3. towering behind me as I lay on the cold stone floor. Den Wolken. The clouds. The ever-observant flowers back on my feet. The fog over most painful and will do so only for the gods. Great. I'm not piecing that together right now. I, I'm sure you can piece that together in some way that makes a little bit more sense, but I'm not doing that right now. Alright. That's going back. Wait, I should check for fake walls. This game tends to have those. Ah, whatever. Oh, is it going to be useful now? It is going to teach me this now, huh? Alright. I could have made that. Why? There you go. Turn up. Wait. Is that enough speed? Or do I need to preserve it from here? How do you play SMW? Ah. I'm not sure this is working. This isn't really working. Right, I also need to. How do you do this? How do you get speed on these? I don't, can you even get speed on these? Like, enough speed on these? Do you think you're a little bit faster? Huh. I feel like I'm supposed to keep speed from here, but it's not really working. Something like that. Why is this suddenly explaining gameplay mechanics? I don't know how to keep that speed from the slope though. Unless I can make it on one go. you can make it in one go. Eh. Yeah, you can. Alright. Turn up. This has actual gameplay suddenly. What is this? Can't just make that, right? Nah. Ah. Yeah, I'm not used to that anymore. Like, I've been used to... Oh. You can just make it from here. I'm just used to being lost. And having no idea where the game wants me to go. There you go. Wait. Turn up. Also, I need to go up there. I think I'm supposed to keep sliding more. Which I am not doing because I keep jumping immediately. It's ice for a reason. There you go. I'm supposed to keep the speed, aren't I? Yeah. Fine. There you go. Oh my god, suddenly there's so much heck. Alright, goodbye. I don't actually have that much more time left. Okay, that guy's just gone. Nope. That's where I go. Didn't see this mine. Ah. I swear these upside down ceiling slopes are not actual slopes. And just cement blocks. This is not how normal slopes act, right? This is how normal slopes act, but not this. Anyway. How many of you guys are there? That's 4 now. I did see the door. Even though it blends in the background quite a lot. Hey, these are not normal slopes. Oh, hello, you. Oh, you're back already? Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. You know, maybe you should go for a little swim. I hear the water here is nice this time of year. By the way, they say the lake grants new beginnings. Specifically for those who wish for a fresh start as they enter it. Maybe it's just a rumor though. What does that mean? Also, I'm not sure I can get out of this water again. Care to elaborate? Because that kind of sounded like you're going to reset the game if you jump into that. And I'm not sure if that was meant to sound like that. Hey. You really just don't want to elaborate any further, huh? Just gonna do that. I actually want to reread what he said. Oh, you're back already. Sorry, I thought you was someone else. Should go for a little swim here. Here the water's nice. By the way, they say the lake grants new beginnings. Specifically to those who wish for a fresh start as they enter it. Am I the only one reading it like that? Why is that capitalized? I am going to put a save state before I talk to this guy. And I guess see what happens. Again. No, I still have everything. So I guess that did not mean what I thought it meant. Or I thought it might mean. Alright, well. I guess I'll look at whatever else is there in this hack another time. Now that I actually made some progress again. Thanks for that, by the way, 'cause I don't think I would have found that before completely giving up and just taking whatever I could find through disassembling. I do appreciate that. I do find it a bit unfortunate that the game just kind of like require require eh, head. Requiring noticing such a small detail for actual progress is maybe a bit much. But yeah, I'm glad I'm actually making progress again. And I guess I'll see where this goes another time. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm done. Goodbye.